Welcome to the Militia gaming community. I'm Trigger, and I've only got 2 words for you. Drift Raptor.
No way, bro! An 18?
Let's go. Real quick before I get into the video, if you're an aspiring content creator that just wants to learn some things from someone who's been doing it for a few years, I've got another channel. It's called Caliber Gaming. I haven't put any content on there yet, but if you're interested in that, go ahead and subscribe and look for that first video. I will be releasing it soon. All right, let's get into this. So first of all, I need to thank Q for helping me dial in this build. I got about halfway there and then Q came in and finished it off. He's one of the fastest racers in the game, and you can check out his channel with the link in the description. Secondly, I need to thank Feldstifle for submitting a community build that made me even try the Raptor in the first place. I don't know if I would have experimented with it on my own given how bad it was in Need for Speed Heat, and I'm actually using the engine that he submitted. So thank you so much for submitting that. It actually got us started on this build. All right. Let's get into the build first because this is where the magic starts. Now for the driving instructions. This is important. This is not a grip build. If you try to grip corners, you will not go fast. Notice I have handling set to 30% drift. It's important that you're drifting these corners. But that's not all. This is a ridiculously fun build because you can go off-road with very little speed penalty, if at all, which means you have tons of opportunity to experiment with new cuts and new lines through corners. Check out this section of the race called the drop. Now it's unclear whether those cuts are actually faster, as Q was not taking the cuts and running similar times on the same race, but it could be faster for people like me with less skill, so just keep that in mind. The next thing you need to know is you need to micro drift when possible to take max advantage of this truck's abilities, and you need to use the NOS you earn in the turns. This is super important. Micro drifting in this truck is actually really easy, and you can build up burst NOS before you even hit a turn. Therefore, when you do drift a corner, you only have to gain 1 more bar of burst, and you have a full 3 bursts that you can use on that corner. It happens all the time. This is something that this truck is extremely good at, so make sure you're taking advantage of that. Also, if you're driving in manual, you need to start in 3rd gear. If you're an automatic, then you're going to notice a very sluggish start, but hang in there. It picks up speed pretty well once it hits 3rd gear. All right, that's kind of it as far as the driving tips go. Just know that you're not supposed to drive this like you normally do. You need to drift it and experiment with different lines and experiment with how you're drifting corners in order to really drive this truck fast. And guys like Q, who have been drifting for a long time, basically since the game came out, have this technique down, and it's very effective for this truck. So don't get discouraged if you can't drive it fast. It's just a matter of getting used to driving as a drift build as opposed to driving as a grip build. All right, now for the fun part. Here's a full playlist of 3 of us in Raptors versus a couple of randoms. Enjoy. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you made it this far, you're an absolute legend. And shout out to all of the Heat 5 members of the channel. You guys are absolutely crazy for supporting me for this long, but you guys are just great. I love you. All right. Thank you so much. I will catch you on the next one. Trigger out.